it's Cara. I have a very important video for you today, and it is about how to examine your breasts. It is October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I think that it is so important that we do our best to educate women, especially young women, about the importance of examining your breasts and becoming familiar with them and what it is that is normal for you, and so that if something does happen, a lump appears, you will know that that is not normal for you and you can go and get that checked. So I will be showing you how to examine your breasts, and I will also be giving you some information about what it is you need to look out for. So let's get started. I'm aware I'm obviously wearing a top for this. I'm not going to get naked, but what you need to do is get these three fingers, and using the pads of your fingers, as that is the most sensitive part of your fingers, you need to come in here underneath your armpit, keeping your arm at a slightly bent angle, not up in the air, because it helps you get into the tissue a lot easier, and just massage in a circular motion. This can actually be kind of uncomfortable and it can sometimes be painful, but that is not a bad thing. Why that happens is because you have lymph nodes in here under your armpits, and if fluid has built up in there, when you move it, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's a buildup of lymph fluid, and it is completely normal. If you experience pain while you're doing this, it is normal. Obviously not extreme pain, but if it's discomfort, then that's normal. If you find any lumps or bumps, however, that is something that you need to take note of. When you're finished underneath the armpit, you need to work down, hang on now, you need to work down from the collarbone near your armpit in circular motions. I'm just going to work over my top so you can see. In circular motions, going around the side of your breast, going underneath, right down to, you know, where the bottom of your bra meets kind of the top of the abdomen area, this area here. You need to work right down there. Push into the tissue because you want to feel right down to the breastbone area. That might not be as easy for people who have larger breasts, but try and press firmly because you really need to know what's going on under there. Working your way right up again to the collarbone area. All of this tissue here is just as important as the tissue down here. So you need to know what feels normal for you, working in circular motions. Then as you come back around to where you started, you need to move a little bit closer to the nipple, moving like inwards, and get a little bit closer as you work around again, then closer again and closer again until you're on the nipple, going around the nipple and over the nipple. Just become familiar with the whole area of the breast, which includes this area up here. People just think of the breast as being this area here, but the tissue actually comes up here, almost like, is it kind of like a pear shape? But it comes up here anyway, and it's very important that you massage here as well and check for lumps around this area as well. Once you have checked your breast while sitting up, it is also recommended that you lie down, for example on your bed or on a sofa, and examine your breasts again in the same way, just lying down, as it flattens out the tissue and you can actually feel a lot more of what's going on. And another thing that is extremely important to do is to stand in front of a mirror and look at your breasts. Look at what they look like. People's breasts are all different. It is normal, for example, for some women to have a slightly smaller breast on one side than they do on the other. Do not feel like you are odd or that there is something wrong with you. It's only if there is an extreme difference or if it's something that has happened recently and wasn't always there. So look for any discoloration on your skin, look for any dimpling, and look at your, make sure that there is no fluid coming out of the nipple area, and keep an eye on these things. These are important, and they're just as important as physically feeling for lumps is to actually just look at your breast. Another thing that is extremely important is to massage this whole area, and it is something that can be done in the shower or wherever you feel comfortable doing it. It stimulates the circulation, which is brilliant for this tissue, and massage is so good for all parts of the body, but it is very encouraged for your breasts, as these are areas that don't move a lot. For example, your lymph fluid, you have to manually move that. It doesn't have a heart to pump it around, so you have to be the one that moves all of those toxins, all of those things out of your tissue manually. Bringing fresh circulation to the breast tissue will help keep this tissue healthy, and that is something that you want to do. Also, eating healthy, avoiding smoking, and avoiding bras that are too tight as well. Make sure that your bras are fitted properly and that you are not cutting off the circulation to certain areas. It is recommended that you examine your breasts at least 1 week after your period, and postmenopausal women should pick one day a month where they examine their breasts and repeat that again on the same day every month. Breast cancer affects both men and women, so men should be examining themselves too. And although breast cancer is more dominant among older women, it is still possible for a young woman to get breast cancer as well. So please don't feel that just because you're young, you have no chance of this ever happening to you. And it is not to scare you. It is just because it is so important as a young woman to become familiar with what is normal for you. Well, I hope that you really found this video really helpful, and I hope that you all have a fun day rubbing your boobies all day long, and yeah, become familiar with your breasts no matter what age you are. It's so important, and please do not be afraid to do this. It is extremely important, and this is something that really stops women from doing it, is the fear of finding something. Please take care of yourselves, eat right, exercise, and live a healthy life, and then hopefully nothing like this, if you keep your body healthy, nothing like this should hopefully happen to you. And if it does, hopefully you are checking yourself so that you can catch it at a very early stage. Please remember that you are not alone. There are people out there who you can talk to and who can help you with any questions you may have. Please like this video, also comment below, and subscribe to my channel please, and thank you. And that's it, guys.